Ask Reddit. What happened to that person that took your virginity? Where are they in life? I saw her at a parade a while back. She had a couple of kids and looked rougher than I remembered. Meth will do that. That's pretty methed up, man. Thanks, Mike Tyson. She married some military dude, and had a hard life. Last I found her on Facebook, she was promoting a GoFundMe so she could get new teeth. Had recently lost everything in a house fire. Has a couple of kids. I'm not entirely sure of her husband's military involvement. The pictures I saw could have been taken at a Halloween party for all I know. It makes sense though that a military spouse should not have to crowdfund a set of chompers. Also, she didn't lose her teeth in a fire. I'm pretty sure the tooth loss was a much more gradual process. Bloody hell. GoFundMe for teeth. Imagine losing your teeth in a house fire. Cheated on me, got fat, had a kid, cheated on that guy, had another kid, cheated on that guy, and now lives in her mom's basement. Well, what a ride. 4 rides, to be exact. She became an herbalist out west and died a few years ago. My third GF died also, and my first wife. I have a kind of large pile of corpses of people I've loved for somebody who's 63 years old and doesn't murder people. Figuratively, I don't actually have a pile of corpses. Doesn't murder people. That's what a murderer would say. They are always at the yearly family reunion. Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. He is now an OB/GYN. Sometimes it makes me laugh that he sees dozens of vaginas a day, but mine was the first. He saw his future in that pussy. Pussy so good you become a doctor. We are still decent friends for the last 19 years. She recently got married to a very nice guy and they have good careers in tech. I am very happy for them. I see her almost every day. She's my wife after all. Like these ones the most. You like other men's wives? It's very sad really, he's married to me. Truly the saddest of all love stories. Good job though. He died in a car accident about 15 years ago. I found out when I was cyber stalking people from my past and found his obituary. It was quite sad finding that out. Just wasn't the expected outcome of that particular internet search. Sadly mine died in a car crash too. It sucked. We were together at the time but had argued on the phone the night before. It was the only time I ever hung up without telling him I loved him, and it was my last chance ever. It still haunts me. I ran into her on the street not too long ago. She's engaged and seems to be doing well otherwise too. Still drop dead gorgeous as well. I just looked her up on Facebook because of this thread. It seems she's unfriended me. Now I'm kinda sad. For people trying to console me, we broke up like 14 years ago. This isn't a recent breakup and she's not still in love with me or anything. But I know we were friends until pretty recently, because sometimes I saw her posts. Sometimes I go on Facebook and ask if I haven't talked to them in the last 3 years and don't expect to talk to them in the next one. I unfriend. It's probably not personal. She's now my stepsister. She's not an anime banjo playing teacher. What the F you all talking about? However, for some context, we were together for about 2 years. First proper relationship for both of us. Broke up 6 months after I went to uni. Within the year our parents were dating and are now married. Thankfully I've never had to live under the same roof as her, although our parents bought a house where we both have a bedroom so stay if we want. I've stayed there once in about 4 years. It's all very civil as it seems a while ago now. We pretty much only see each other at Christmas dinner. Stepbrother, I need your help. I was getting my clothes out of the dryer, and now, I'm stuck. I don't know, we remained on good terms but she moved away and, at some time after I started seeing my now wife, she deleted me from Facebook. no idea why. I only realized when my wife and I were talking about exes and I looked her up to see how she was doing and saw we weren't friends on FB anymore. Last I heard, she was balancing pursuing a nursing degree and being a mom. She had a child from a previous relationship. Best of luck to her. I've no particular desire to get back in touch, but I hope she's doing well. Probably dead. I lost my virginity to a heroin addict for $40. I don't even know her name. I lost mine for $300. You got a good bargain. Wait. What? How? Where? A loaded massage. Happily married, has 2 but ugly kids even though she's still really hot, and she's running a fairly successful sweets catering service. Contacted me once when she had a big fight with her husband. I'm not a doorknob, so I knew something was up. She was trying to affirm her femininity by pulling compliments out of me. I was over her by this point. Years passed, but I offered her to be a friend and chat from time to time. Got ghosted 2 days later, and a common friend was asked to tell me not to contact her anymore. I said that's a pretty shitty attitude and later went out for a beer with that friend. Man, good-looking couples never have cute babies. It's crazy. Yet 2 ducking chuds can birth the next Gerber baby. I am, or at least was, a decent-looking guy. My ex-wife is really good-looking. We had twins. The girl looked like a tiny, angry old man. The boy looked like one of his parents was a wolf. By the time they were toddlers, they were really, really cute. But man, not attractive babies. Oh boy. She is about 300 pounds, really unhealthy, working part-time at a Tim Hortons, has had no friendships or relationships in at least 3 decades, and is constantly begging for shit on Facebook groups. So she lost weight since you were with her. She joined the circus. In an administrative capacity, but it's less fun to say that way. Mine actually literally became a trapeze artist, so. I bet your first was fucking amazing then. She was an elephant before that. Even better. Man, haven't seen her since she moved out and divorced me 5 years ago. I honestly have no idea what she's up to, but I actually hope she's found help for her mental illnesses and is generally happy. But she can stay wherever she is, I don't need to see her again. We took each other's virginity about 20 years ago. She's a psychologist now, has her own practice, lives in SC. Still looks amazing, still does gymnastics. Married, has 2 kids. We still talk once a year or so and are still friends after all these years. Wholesome. I was 12, and she was 13. She got pregnant. I heard a 26-year-old took responsibility. Apparently she was having sex with anyone willing because she wanted a baby. I never saw her again. I was never really sure it wasn't mine. No idea what happened. I'm in my 40s. I think about her sometimes. I can't imagine her life went well. Dude. She was killed in self-defense after coming after her girlfriend with a knife. I read that wrong like 3 different times. Single mom, 30 years old, with 2 kids. She seems like she's a terrific mom and tries the best she can with limited resources. Thanks for the memories, Olivia, and good luck. Edit. Nah, those kids ain't mine. Sitting next to me eating SpaghettiOs out of a Pyrex bowl. Not because of a lack of better food or bowls, but because he like it and the Pyrex is the biggest glass bowl. I can respect that. It's always wholesome when you can still hold someone in a kind regard after a breakup. My answer, not long after we started dating, she took on 2 jobs while also caring for her grandma. She didn't have time for me anymore, so we broke up even though we didn't want to. Last I spoke to her, she rented a house to live with her grandma in and was having ovary problems, so she was going to get surgery to get them removed, ruining her goal of having kids. I asked her to let me know when the surgery was so I could check up on her, but I never heard from her again. It's been a year and I still think about her every day. If you still think about her every day, it's maybe worth it to try to get in contact again. You might regret it later, otherwise. Last I heard he was in a jail for sexual assault of a minor. It's no good diddling kids.